Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. Hey, we're back here at Lone Oak Farm, and I'm up here at the shop getting some seed. We have been planting and planting and planting. You know what else we did after that? We did some more planting. We've been planting a lot. So yeah, I'm getting some seed, trying to fill back up. I need to switch that over to corn. And I'm probably going to have to buy some more pallets. Yep. Let's see. Probably 2 or 3 more. Let's start with 2. There's 1 and there's 2. Alright, I think we're good on seed. Could probably get 1 of fert. Wouldn't hurt. 1 of fert wouldn't hurt. Hey, that rhymes. Alright. So we're just about full. And we've been spending money on fert and seed. So we'll get turned around here. And we're heading over to our last field to plant. Because like I said, we've been planting. Let's take a look at the map. Take a look at the map. We have been planting. Holy cow, have we been planting. We've got all of this here. All of this is corn. Gonna get this for silage, I think. I think all the corn's probably gonna be silage. Unless we run out of room at the thing. But take a look at this. All of this olive green color is soybeans. Look at all the soybeans, guys. I went nuts. I went ahead and did it. I went ahead and planted all the other fields in soybeans. I plowed this together, 19 and 20. I plowed 19 and 28 together, and then I think I plowed 43 and 48 together to make this a long pass here. But yeah, look at this. All these little spots that you see. See this little one here? This is our lone little oak there. That's where the farm gets its name. It's from the lone oak. So, and these are these rocks and stuff out here in the little pond. I guess you'd call that a pond. But anyway, that's the story here. We've got our grass over here. Of course, it doesn't show up unless you turn it on up here. There it is. And you have to go to growth to actually see it. Wow, ooh, that's kind of bright. But yeah, we got our grass over here. Different colors, but this says it's ready to harvest, so I guess it's ready to mow. Yeah, let me get that. Let me turn that back off. That's a little bright. Let me turn that back off. All right, so we are heading down actually to this cluster of fields here that we plowed together, and we're going to plant corn in here. Let's head down that way. Alright, been very, very busy. This is actually the last day of late spring. So we kind of waited till the last minute to get this stuff in the ground. But the soil temperatures were just not right until, what was it, yesterday? And the soil temperatures for soybeans and corn has to be 50 degrees. So, yeah, that has to do probably with all of the Geo, because I did install the Oregon Seasons Geo, so that's why that is that way. So, all right, we're just gonna kind of hop up in here, I think, right here, and unfold this. Maybe a little close to the telephone pole, but you know what? The outer parts of this planter are kind of phase throughable, so I can back up and come in an angle if I want to. Alright, let's do this. We're going to plant some corn. Planter on, lower planter, and go. Turn, get lined up here. I'm going to do some in-rows on this field and then probably hire it out. So yeah, planting the corn now. But I was so glad to get all that planted back there. You can see we've cleared out that section. If you didn't see the last episode, go check it out. We cleared all of that out, and that is one giant field now. Of course, you can't tell anything from this map. This is the original map. So cleared all that out, and I'm already starting to lose my voice. Great. But anyway, yeah, so that's the story here. We're doing it. We're planting. And you can tell we've been planting. I've got 17.7 hours on this tractor already. Wow. That's crazy. I think I'm going to go up in here and back up. Instead of trying to make that turn. It's not the easiest thing in the world to back up, but, you know, I think we can get it just enough to where we can make it work. It's always hard to judge how wide I need to go with this thing. But we'll make it. We'll make it. Alright, we got it. Alright, I'm going to take a little short audio break here. Hang on. You guys just enjoy the planting scene. Alright, I am back. And I sound better too, just a little bit, but it's probably going to fade away again. So, I may have to start doing some farm sim videos without me talking, just to be honest. I don't know why my voice wants to play out. You know, I always wanted to be a radio host, like a radio DJ, but I don't think my voice would hold out. I mean, just trying to talk this much. It's not really used to talking a whole lot, but can I get this whole thing? Probably not. I'm gonna have to make like a little pass or something, I think. Yeah, there's just not enough. Just a little bit there, but it's not enough to cover the whole shebang. You know what I could do? I could turn on GPS here. Hang on, there's gonna be some knocking and a popping here. Let me pull this up. And move this over. It's funny, this planter's so big that it has to phase through the ground. It's pretty funny. Yeah, no, it just won't cover that whole shebang there, so let me back up a little. Activate that. And go. Alright, that way I can kind of plow on a straight, or plant on a straight line, I guess. So yeah, it ran over, and it looks like my plow, when I hired it out, it ran over in that field, so that's a thing. You can tell where the border's at, I guess. I don't have any plans to do anything with that. I might mow some of that. I guess I could plant some of that in grass and just maybe run like a strip of, you know, with the mower down through there. But anyway, we're planting our corn, planting more corn over here. I've got corn planted, like I said, all over there. And I don't know if that'll be enough for the biogas plant. If it is, that's great. We'll have some extra corn in storage. If it's not, then we'll have this field over here to work on too. But yeah, that field, that big field over there, we're going to have a huge soybean harvest when we get to that point. So it's going to be big. Big harvest. So, no real huge Farming Simulator 19 news. There is some kind of, I wouldn't call it bad news, but it's sad news for Farming Simulator 19. We're only going to get one John Deere combine. This was kind of confirmed by Lars. Lars, if you don't know who Lars is, he's the guy. He's like, I think he's like community manager. So we're only going to get one John Deere combine in the game. Now they could, I mean, they could mod some and stuff like that. I have a feeling what they're going to do is probably only release that one and then have a DLC down the line of like John Deere equipment. I mean, they could. Would I buy it? Yeah, sure. But it kind of makes sense to me though, because you guys remember when Farming Simulator 17 came out? It cost more then. And now the price of it, I mean, it was like $69. Well, I'll take that back. It was like, okay, it was $59, I think, for the base game, and there was a season pass version for the console people for like $79, something like that, and the season pass got you all the DLC. Well, they don't have that this time around. The game is $34.99. So why would they make the price cheaper? I think it's because they're going to have more DLC. They're not offering the season pass, and they're like, okay, we can make money on the DLC, guys. So let's not do the season pass. Let's make the base game cheap so that everyone can afford it and play. And then we can charge, you know, more for DLC content, and, you know, people will pay it. I mean, if it's good equipment. Now, you start getting stuff in there like, you know, the Ropas and the Kuhn and stuff like that, a lot of people probably won't buy that stuff. I mean, if you get small branded stuff, but if you get big branded stuff in there, like a case pack or especially like a John Deere pack, people are going to buy it. So that's actually genius on their part. They're going to make a killing. Because, I mean, yeah, people are going to buy John Deere packs. I mean, they could come out with a classic John Deere pack. They could come out with a modern John Deere pack. They could have, you know, a Titan John Deere pack, or Platinum John Deere pack, you know, Premium John Deere pack. You know, they could, there's no limit to what they can do with the DLC side, and I think that they realize that. I think they're going to make some money. So, and yeah, a lot of their money's going to come from me, because, you know, I like Farm Sim. Believe me, if I didn't like Farm Sim, I would not be up at 5:30 in the morning trying to record an episode for you guys. So, yeah, it's early here. That's why I'm trying to fight off the yawns, and it may be why the old voice is going out. It's probably saying, yeah, it's too early to be doing this. Why are you doing this? It's the only time I have to do it. Sorry, but it's true. I work for a living in real life. So, yeah, I mean, I was kind of disappointed to hear that, because I was thinking, well, you know, maybe they'll do like they did, you know, like New Holland, maybe have a small combine and a big combine, and then, you know, Case kind of had a small one, a medium, and a large. I was like, well, it's John Deere. They've got to have like a small, medium, large type thing going on. Nope, not really. They don't have to. Not at all. I'm just going to turn DPS off, because I think I'm going to do the rest of this manual and hire it out here at some point. But no, yeah, they're only going to have the one combine. It's the combine that we've seen. The T560 is the name of it, or model number of it, or whatever you want to call that. So yeah, that's it. And I know people are saying there's two John Deere tractors. Really, it's not. It's still the one John Deere tractor, but it has a different model number. The different model number comes from the different size of the engine. So if you get the big engine, it's the 8400R. If you get the mid-side engine, it's like a I'm just gonna make up a number here because I can't remember the actual number. 385R. You know, I don't remember the exact model, but it's the same tractor. So there's only one John Deere tractor so far. But like I said, they could come up with a classic John Deere pack. I mean, it could have like the old John Deere tractors, the old John Deere like plows and discs and cultivators and balers, and there is no limit now that they have the license. And you know, it's hard to say. It depends on how 19 goes, but it's hard to say if they'll have the license again for Farming Simulator 21. So they're going to milk it for all they can get, I think, out of 19, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I personally would like to see more John Deere equipment in 19. So they need to do it for 19 while they can, because there's no guarantee that they'll have the license for 21. So they need to introduce as much John Deere equipment as they can, because people, if they lose the John Deere license, people would probably still, I would say they'd probably still play Farming Simulator 19 well on down the road. So, and they could keep releasing as many DLCs as they want down the road and still, you know, have the license for 19 even after Farm Sim 21 comes out if they lose the license. So they need to do it for 19 and they need to get it done. Would have been nice if they'd give it to us for free, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's so much John Deere equipment that I think they're going to do DLCs, just to be honest. If they don't, and we only get the one from them, that's going to be disappointing. And I think fans are already reacting. The news is kind of spreading like wildfire. And there's probably a lot of them contacting Giant saying, you know, what's going on? I'm not going to say the exact words that they're saying because this is a G-rated channel, but most of them are, yeah, they're pretty upset about it. One John Deere combine, come on, and it's a small one at that. Come on now, y'all need to get into the S-Series combines, like S690 or, you know, S7s, S6s, S7s. So, got to get on the ball. Planting takes a while, even with this big planter. Can you imagine if we had a small planter? That would be terrible. That would be terrible. So I think in the next episode, I may skip ahead quite a bit, because after we get planting done, I mean, there's still some forestry stuff I can do to make some money, but after I get planting done, there's not a whole lot to be done besides forestry. And you guys have been there for forestry. I'd really like to cover more of the actual farming aspect of the game, so I may do some forestry stuff, but I'd like to jump headfirst into harvesting, I think, because we need to do some harvesting. We ever since we had that wreck and I was in the coma, we haven't done a lot of harvest over here, so we need to do that. So I may go on vacation with the quote-unquote wife and kids here. We may leave it to the farm hands to watch the crop grow, and that'll make it different for 19. And you know, I could still have 3-stage Ferdon, and that would be a thing, but for 19, you know, there's more maintenance to your crop that you have to do. I mean, you have you gotta plow, cultivate, and then you have to weed. You will have to weed this time around, whether it's actually using a weeder on the field or spraying a like a Roundup, or I wonder what they'll call that. It's really not a pesticide, is it? Pesticide is for insects. I wonder what they'll call that in game. Weed killer, maybe? I don't know. And you know, you may still have to use a weeder even after you spray it, after you spray the weeds. So Oh, I was so excited to see the cotton harvest trailer thing with the bales. They use the square bales, which is what they use around here. And the truck that they use to pick them up looks like the exact same thing they use around here. So I'm excited about that. That looks really cool. I can't wait to get into cotton. Kind of hoping cotton will be one of them cash crops. Not like, what do you call that, sugarcane? Not like sugarcane. Sugarcane has its place, but we've been there and done that, I think. So, as of the time of this recording, I still have not seen a map for the American map. Haven't seen that. We're getting more equipment details with the fact sheets and stuff like that, but I haven't seen the American map yet. So hopefully, maybe by the time this comes out, we'll have the American map trailer. We got the European map trailer already. Maybe they're saving that for October. Maybe they're saving the best for last, huh? Wink, wink. Maybe they're just holding on to it there. Because, you know, the time schedule, you know, they were going to release this thing in October, but they wanted to get the, I think the dynamic rain and all of that stuff fixed and ready to go. So, sunny day today. Looks like it might be partly cloudy later. Clouds are starting to move in. It's going to be sunny today and tomorrow. Could buy some more fields, but they're already planted and stuff. 17's got potatoes in it. 15's got canola. I could buy 15. Wonder, I can't remember how much it costs. I would like to invest in bigger combines, just because of all we have to do now. I mean, it's going to be a task. It's going to be a huge soybean harvest. So I may sell the 7130 when it comes time, and I may get some larger machines. Nothing too big. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay straight here now. Alright. So this is what we're doing. We are trying to get our corn planted here. So yeah, I may do a jump ahead. I don't know. I may find something else for us to do around here. But I am going to get the fields planted, get them all done. Maybe we'll come back and do some equipment work in the next video. And it may be harvest time in the next video. I may go ahead and just skip ahead and move straight into harvest. So we will find out next time. I'm trying to concentrate on where I need to be at here. This is like landing a 747 a little bit. It's got some wide stuff here going on. You gotta pay attention. I missed a little bit back here. I'm gonna have to go back and get that little blip. Alright guys, so I'm gonna continue planting, and like I said, we'll make them back and dive straight into harvest. Until then, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you guys later.